Hello and welcome to Automation. Today's episode is something I was thinking about for quite some time. We are going to create a time attack build with all its bells and whistles. So it will contain a overpowered engine, tons of downforce and other stuff like that. Of course, later on we will be trying it out in BeamNG.drive, but this time I am going to hook up my racing wheel and try my best on some kind of course. I haven't picked any yet, we will see what I can find later. Oh, and this here is my rally build from a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen it, there's a video on YouTube about it. Anyway, without further ado, let's proceed so I can show you the body we will be working on. So this is it, this is the body we will be working on. Yes, I know it looks like Evo 7 or 8 generation, and I'm fine with that. Personally, I was huge fanboy of Mitsubishi Lancer's Evo, especially 8, 9 and 10, that's kind of my dream car. Sadly, the price of Evos is steadily rising since Mitsubishi discontinued them. Well, maybe someday. Anyway, let's go on, let's focus on the build. We will need something that's quite light, so yeah, we are going with fiberglass monocoque, of course. Either glued aluminum or carbon fiber, I am not sure. Let's go with this one. Here we are going transverse. Suspension, we will not go, or we will go with something fancy. Let's go double wishbone since we can't put it on push rod, but in the back let's go with push rod. Moving on to the engine, it will be inline 4 magnesium. We are going for wider bore and smaller stroke, so we have some more torque and we can sustain quite a bit of RPM. Dual overhead cam, LSE. So yes, our engine will be 2 liters and it will have quite a bit of RPM and torque. No balancing mass here. By the way, I will change the quality sliders later on if the engine breaks. Let's go forward. Compression for now 8:1 since we are going to turbo it. Let's fix this for now, like that. We'll tune it later. Not turbocharger yet, but I will come back for it after I'm done with some initial tuning. Yeah, we'll need a rich fuel map and likely advanced timing for high throttle response. Yeah, we will need a lot of exhaust there. No catalytic converter, but I will go with mufflers, so we won't all go deaf here. Okay, right now we are doing 200 horsepower, that's not enough, that's for sure. We would need something around 700 or 800 horsepower and the same numbers in terms of torque. Also, like you can see right now, our crank is dying, so I'm going to change the bottom end to +15. And that's still not enough, so more balancing mass, but I am not going to pick any dampers or balance shafts. Well, after some initial tuning, we can add a turbocharger there. I am going to give it a lot of boost. Hopefully it can take it. Also, I am changing quality there too. Ratio, let's upgrade it. We should make the turbo smaller. Okay, how much boost we can give it? Not much for now, but we can change springs and lifters and also the cam profile if we need. Would be fun to give it like a 3 bar of boost, if it can even take it. We'll see. Also, I am aiming at around 4,000 to 5,000 RPM for the turbo to kick in, so we have some power even on the lower side of our torque and horsepower curve. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to change about this engine. We want it to be 2020, so we can squeeze more power out of it. Yeah, and like you can see, our crank isn't dying that much anymore, and we will be able to tune it even better, I think, at least. Yeah, so I moved the curve a bit backwards there, and yes, as you can see, exhaust is limiting us right now, so we're going to make it bigger. 4-inch should be enough, or is it not enough still? 4.5-inch then, let's go. Almost 1000 Newton meters of torque. Also we need a bit bigger headers, like that, and manifold not much bigger. It's fine. We could restrict it. Oh, we couldn't restrict it, cause the engine breaks if we do so. Okay, after a bit more tuning, I think that's our sweet spot. As you can see, crank still wants to die, but it's not so bad, so maybe it will work just fine in BeamNG.drive. So I am going to keep the engine like that. Also I made the exhaust a bit smaller, cause I uninstalled the mufflers at all. So we won't have them, cause we don't need them really. Okay, right now we are making 915 horsepower peak at the wall, basically, and 908 Newton meters of torque at 5900 RPM. I guess that's enough, so we can now proceed to designing this thing. So I just noticed the headers were quite a bit restrictive, so I made them bigger. The same thing I did with manifold and exhaust after all, so we are making a bit more of the horsepower. I want this build to be quite powerful after all. Okay, now let's move on. I'm making this car this kind of grayish shade color. I will be adding some dark or black parts or other color if I find it fitting. I don't know yet. I will try a few things out, but as of now this is the main color of this body. I also gave it a bit of fenders, or rather full fenders that are possible in this build. Also moved the front bumper forwards a bit, and that is all in changes in the trim, in morphing. Yeah, I changed my mind. I am going with black body after all. Carbon fiber bumper front and the rear, and this purplish color on the upper side of the car. I don't know if I will stick with it. I am going to keep it for now, and after placing all the fixtures I will decide if I want to keep this color scheme or change it to what I was thinking in the first place. I guess for these time attack builds you don't really need any sort of lights on the front and in the rear, since they are made on a track, usually at least, but I am still going to do them, simply cause this car would look real strange without anything on it. Yeah, anything beside body morphing, of course. So yeah, let me try a few things out. I've got some ideas, at least for the front end. Yeah, so first thing I went here with was the body morphing. For some reason I was struggling a bit with these fender expansions. I don't know if they fit well here. Anyway, when I tried to put them in a different way, they were sticking out on the fenders on the other side of the fender, so yeah, I guess they are fine like that. Front lip is almost done, of course. I just need a few cutouts here and there for the intercooler that's not in this car yet. I was trying out few headlights, and this is what I placed here after a few tries, but I don't know if I like them. Yeah, I will keep trying. Well, I don't like most of the grills that are in this game by default. They do not want to fit like I want them to do, or they just stick out like mad and ruin the overall looks I am going after. Yeah, and this one is also bending like mad. There should be something squarish, like this one maybe. Yeah, but it has quite thick upper part, so again it will stick out quite a bit. Then yeah, this is kind of the looks I am after, I think. These lamps are fitting well with this grill, this one and this cutout. We will see how will our intercooler look down there. If it won't be where I want it to be, I guess I can just put one of these ones in the front. Yeah, 3D placement like that. Fit it nicely in there. Maybe put few tubes out of it so it looks even more realistic. Just fit the whole thing with an intercooler. Yeah, that's too big. But that I will come back for that later. For now I still have a hood to design. I guess we could call the front done. Like you can see, I added a simple hood scoop, some additional vents and latches. Yeah, so the bonnet doesn't fly away. No, well, I don't know if I want to go straight away to the tail of this car, or do I want to do the other minor parts, like the wipers, door handles. Well, I guess I still need to do the morphing on the rear, and maybe do something about this piece here. Make it wider maybe, so it fits better. Yeah, it's much better without a gap. Well, I guess the rear end it is. Let's start with the diffuser. I don't know what to place there. I guess we need 3D placing for it to fit. Sadly, this one doesn't cut anything out. That's a tough one, that's for sure. We could move it around a bit maybe. Yeah. I guess this one could fit there. Would be nice. But we would need to make it much more wider. Yeah, I will try a few things out again. Honestly, I have got no idea what I am doing with the rear end here. Well, I tried the fenders idea once again, but they do not want to fit on this body at all. So I guess I am keeping it the way it is. Maybe I will just add some fins there to just so there's something to look at, and this is not just empty space. Well, I don't know. I was trying out some wings. I guess this one could fit. Just I would need to make it bigger. Something like that. Yeah. Let me carry on. Yeah, so some update on the rear end. I added the fins I was talking about, added second diffuser on top of the first one. I guess it looks a bit better than what it was before. Stock car, let's say. Yeah, and this is the wing I will keep on. Here it's wide enough, I think. Yeah, it is fine. So now we need tail lights and some definition in this body mold. Well, I think this build is about done. Just few finishing touches left to do. As you can see, I've placed the exhaust on the side, but I don't know if it will work. I might need to move it when the engine is right where it should be. Oh, and this is the rear end. I just kept the license plate for visuals, basically. I might add the badge or the name of this car on the back. I will see in a second. I guess I need to do the interior. It will be simple. Maybe I will build some kind of a roll cage, or at least part of it. Well, right now I am in the process of making my own roll cage. It is not as simple as it seems, sadly. But well, I guess if I started it, I will commit and finish it. I think that's enough. Yeah, I could do something that reaches far into the back of the car, but I don't think that's necessary. Still, I am going to put a piece covering this rear part, so it is not sticking out like it is right now, because it does not look any good right now. Okay, I will be back in a while. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about shifter, handbrake and stuff like that. I guess I should add it. Maybe without the pedals we won't see them anyway, and this is not going to be that detailed of a build. Yeah, so of course we are going for all-wheel drive, dual clutch, 6 gear. I would like it to make up to 250 or 240 kilometers per hour, and the gearing should be quite short. We will come back here later. Differential will be electric LSD. 50-50 power distribution, not changing that. Radials, semi-slicks, wide ones. 255s and maybe 265s on both. I don't know. For now, let's keep them like that, I think. They might be a bit too big. Anyway, let's move on for now. Carbon fiber rim material. Carbon ceramic discs. For now, yes, let's go like that. Big ones again. Race pad type. Under tray, race diffuser. No active wing, at least for now. We'll tune it. Basic, none. We don't need any weight in there. No seats in the front, one seat in the no seats in the rear, and one seat in the front. Do we need any traction aids? We need only ABS, no traction control at all. Yeah, I just went back to change the rims and add a fuel cap, since I forgotten about it. Okay, safety, I don't know, honestly. It adds weight, so we might need to get rid of it. Right now let's stay with standard 20s, since we have roll cage. Okay. Active sport, let's go, and something sporty right there. Race preset, and I will tune it in a while. Let's see what this car looks like. 10 liters per 100 kilometers, that's nice. 1100 kilos it weighs. So I might want to lower the weight somehow. Look at that graph, that seems perfect. We'll see how it will turn out in BeamNG.drive. Well, it seems we are bottoming out, which is strange. I guess I should just make this car even stiffer. After some tuning, we have no more issues with bottoming out. Well, the car isn't as low as I would want it to be. I guess it could be a good idea to make this body just a bit lower with fixtures, but not today, that's for sure. Well, okay, this engine isn't visible here still for some reason. Okay, it's back. And the exhaust works? Yes, it works. So it will be sticking out right there. I might even do a cutout for it. We'll see. The intercooler is not as big as I would want it to be, but I guess that's fine, and I will stick with how it looks. I will do some separation here, so we won't be looking at our wheels from this weird angle. Okay, there it is, some separation inside the engine bay and the cutout for the exhaust. Well, right now I guess we should tune it so it doesn't wheel spin all the way into the 6th gear. I don't know how to do it, honestly. Guess the spacing, changing it a bit. Well, I gave this car some more gears, so the gearbox is now 8 gears. Spacing, I don't want to make it too long, because we will lose our acceleration, and we don't want that, that's for sure. I would like this gearbox to be as short as possible, but I guess we won't have that. Yeah, let's stay at this spacing. Well, I couldn't stand how weird this car looked with this high of a stance, so I decided to give it a full underbody and build it down a bit. So, like you can see, this will be our new ride height. Wonder how it will work in BeamNG.drive. I just need to fill a few more gaps and we are good. Okay, this is definitely the final form of this build. I am not working on it anymore. I've spent way too much time on this one again, but I enjoyed it, that's for sure. And I think it came out great, just great. I just wish there were some nicer pieces to put them right there, like you can see. Because right now I can't even move this cutout down. Well, some things cannot be changed, I guess. I guess right now we should move on to BeamNG.drive and try this out. Maybe a first time without a wheel, and then with wheel. I will see about that. See you in a bit in BeamNG.drive. Welcome back, we are now in BeamNG.drive. Well, there's few issues you can notice right away. That's mostly due to how carbon fiber materials export into BeamNG. They are, well, they are not as dark as I would like them to be. So car looks like it looks like. Nothing I can do about it, sadly. But other than that, it's all fine. It works. It is incredibly fast. I already tried it while I was hooking up my wheel and trying to set the force feedback to work in this game. Oh, and if you are interested in what I'm using, it is Trustmaster TSPC with TLMC pedals, if I recall correctly. The load cell ones, that's for sure. And for this JDM time attack build, I've got special plans. Right now we are going to try it on a quarter mile. Well, as I said, it is real fast. I wonder what time it will make here. We will try that in a second, and then we are going to, well, on a time trial on a very special map. You will see what I mean. I've downloaded a track from a repository for this one. Yeah, again we are going against one of my faster builds up to this time at least. That was the Benevento Infernale, the V16 beast. There's something wrong with this wheel still. Okay. I'm not ready. Okay, let's try that again. Maybe this time I won't fail, as I did in last few tries. I don't know why it's so jumpy here. Okay, here we go. Yeah. He's left far behind. 8.9, 160 miles per hour. That's max we can do, almost max, because this car is capped around 250. Yeah. That one is a beast. Well, so I guess we should get to the map I want to try this thing on. But as you can see, it handles great. Takes every corner as it's nothing. Well, this corner always kills me. I guess most of you have noticed it if you watched my previous videos. I'm doing pretty much the same thing on this corner every time, no matter what controller I'm using. Okay, that's max. 270 almost is max for this car. Yeah, let's move on to the map I was talking about. Laguna Seca, that's where we are going to be trying this car. Sadly, there's no running start. We are going from standstill. But still, I'm going to try my best. I think I'm going to change this camera for this one, as it's much more comfortable to drive on. I don't know what if I will be able to keep the commentary for whole this track. I guess we will be doing around 1 minute 30 here. Hopefully faster, but my driving skills aren't that great, even though I spent a lot of time on this track already. Well, let's get to it, I guess. This thing grips. Yeah, that's my first run in BeamNG on this map. I might be a little bit rusty. Also, the ESC here, there's no ESC in this car, but for some reason BeamNG it's glitching BeamNG again, and it shows like there was. I don't know why. The same thing was with my one of my previous builds, the Millennia Aviator, I think. I don't know what's with that. Okay, that's one of the hardest parts behind us. I guess if I thought this car much better, I would make this time even shorter. Okay, it wasn't that bad anyway. 1:29. I guess I will try it again. I guess we can go again. This time with third-person camera for your viewing pleasure. I really do like this car. I might do more builds like that in the future. Oh. I ruined this corner already, but anyway. Remember, we are playing for fun. And I am in no way a pro at this. I mean, I used to drive on Laguna Seca in few simulation games already, like Project Cars 2 and Assetto Corsa. But I guess it's much different. I liked going with Evo 10 these cars, especially in Project Cars. Oh, of course, I'm talking and I can focus on driving. Well, when I was doing this track on Evo 10, I used to make around 1 minute 36 or so. So these runs aren't that great really, considering we have here like what, 900 horsepower? And Evo 10 in Project Cars has around 300, I think. Yeah, so I've been doing quite a few runs, like you can see, and this is the best one from any other of mine. First one we had 128.9, and now I did, well, without any commentary, but I did 126.6, and I think I could shave even more seconds if I had more time to try this car. Like you can see, it counted 6 attempts, but I haven't finished quite a few. I had a few times a bug where it was not counting the time, so the lap was not finished. Yeah, so like you can see, this car is incredibly fast. The name fits, the time attack name that is. I guess I succeed. That was a success for me, at least, to build this car. It is real time attack car. It has a lot of potential. I guess if I could even try spend more time tuning it, it would be even better. Same with mastering it, spending more time on track with it. I'm sure I could get better. But well, no, I guess this video is getting quite long now, and I should be wrapping this up. Well, I guess we can go, as the last thing to do here, we can go on a grid map and crash it somewhere. I don't know, try its suspension or something. Yeah, now we are on the grid map. I guess I will be driving around for a bit without any point. Well, there's few things I want to talk about. For once, I don't know if you would like to see something else than BeamNG and automation. I surely would like to do some content from other games, but I don't know what games to make it interesting also. I was thinking about Dirt Rally 2.0, but that would be more for streams, I guess. Same for, I don't know, Formula 1 or other racing games. Well, I guess I will stick to automation BeamNG for now and keep creating some content there, maybe some more cars like that for the future. Well, to end it off, again, I would like you to comment, like and subscribe, and to thank you for watching this one, if you enjoyed it, of course. That's even better. Well, so that will be all for today. Thank you and see you in the next one.